is he there? I haven't seen him yet. Well, okay, so we may as well get started. Maybe I should do the introduction too. So, okay, so thank you all for joining us for the general meeting today. I'm remotely in Europe actually, so I'm trying. Hopefully, the network connection is not too lousy. So I think the first thing I should say is that many of our both officers and trustees are for some reason, one reason or another, unavailable today. So we need to make do with who we have to pull this off today. And first, I would like to thank David for the excellent field day presentation. So this should be fun, and hopefully we get really good support to share our workload and have enjoy the fun together. All right, so let's see. So the first thing we need to do is ask for quorum, but first we need to ask for a motion to start the meeting. Is anybody motioning?
This is Michael, KG7MX. I so move.
Thank you, Michael. And somebody seconding?
Whiskey 7 GPG, Jeff seconds.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. Excellent. All right, so then we need to establish a quorum. Do we have somebody standing in as secretary today? Okay, if not, then we have to do this informally also, but we still need to verify. I think we do have more than 30 in both combined on Zoom.
Manfred, hold on a sec. Michelle's going to talk about the quorum.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Okay, Manfred, you there?
You can't talk back and forth. Just do your thing.
All right. Yes, we have a quorum. As acting secretary today, I'm Michelle, WB7AYU, and I'd like to pass a homemade quickly sign-up sheet around to the back. And if you're a visitor today, please indicate on here. And if you're a new applicant or haven't been voted in for the club, you need to be approved by the board first with the upcoming board meeting, which will be first Tuesday in June. And if you have gotten through that process and are ready to be voted in today, please come and see either me or whoever's running the meeting here after me, and we'll get that process done. Okay, thanks, Manfred.
Thank you, Michelle. Excellent. So we do have a quorum. Okay, in that case, presumably we don't have a president's report. Phil, our president, is currently attending the Hamvention in Ohio, so that's why he can't make it. For the vice president, Steve is also not available, unfortunately, and I volunteered to step in for him. And the usual vice president's role is to introduce new applicants who have made it through the board application process. And now I have to ask, let's see, I don't see anybody on Zoom who has marked their call sign with an exclamation mark other than Paul and DB, who both will have to wait until after the next board meeting. But is there anybody in the room who already got pre-approved by the board? Michelle, would you be able to check and ask?
Manfred, if you could do the folks online first, and then we'll come to the folks in the room.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes, we also need to approve the meeting notes from the previous general meeting as published in the newsletter, and we would need to have a vote up for that process.
This is Michael, KG7MX. I so move.
Second.
Okay, thank you, Michael. We still need to vote for the approval of the meeting minutes, I believe. Jason, will you be able to put up a vote? Or Robert, rather? Mhm. Okay, so if that isn't working, oh yeah, there it is. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, we'll close the Zoom voting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we have 19 votes yay, 0 votes nay on Zoom.
Okay. And in the room,
Well, there's,
at least
yeah.
11 people.
Aye. Michelle, you have 19 on Zoom plus the room. So
Okay, so you
I'd
got
say that's
11.
approved.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, but we know we have a quorum. So,
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Robert and Michelle. Okay, so then next, let me ask again. I think it's time to ask again about the prospective new members who may be in the room. Actually, is there anybody? Michelle or Robert, could you verify? I can't see that myself.
If we could do the vote for Zoom or the new members on Zoom first, and then we'll do the room second. Thanks.
But I don't see anybody on Zoom actually, so it would be already up to the room then.
And Manfred, I see a KK7 Echo Juliet Whiskey. Is that an application that was passed the last board meeting? His name is Paul. He's online.
Okay, no, I think he applied after, yeah, he applied after the
Okay.
KK7 Echo Juliet Whiskey, Bill or William, I think. Or Paul, I think he said he goes by Paul, right? So, yeah, so that vote needs to wait until next time, unfortunately. Do we have anybody in the room? Michelle, can you say if there's anybody who got an email?
Manfred, has KC1 PIU been approved by the board?
KC1, yes. Frank Hero the third.
Okay, give us a sec. He's going to come to the front of the room and introduce himself.
Okay, excellent.
Oh, Frank Hero, KC1 PIU. I don't know what you want me to say.
How'd you get into ham radio? What do you enjoy? What do you want to get out of the club?
I'm looking for people that are like-minded. I like to make things, build things, whatever. I worked for Boeing for 35 years, retired, moved away, moved back a year ago to a different location. And now I'm basically starting over again, so to speak. So got into ham radio in the last 5 years, 6 years. It's about all I got to offer. Pardon? Oh, I'm just a tech. You know, we've got to start somewhere.
Are there any other questions to the room? Otherwise, I'm going to turn it over questions from Zoom.
If there's any questions for Zoom, please let us know.
What side of town does he live on? Can't hear him.
All right.
Maple Valley, he said.
Maple Valley. Okay, great. Well, thank you for the introduction. All right. Is there another candidate also in the room by any chance?
Was KJ7REB on the board approved list?
Yes. One. KJ7REB.
All right, give us just a. All right, give us just a sec. Give us a second. He'll tell us a little bit about himself.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, my name's Ron Beasold. My call sign's KJ7REB, a technician license. I got my license about 2 years ago, just before COVID hit, and then everything kind of shut down. So I just been kind of trying to figure stuff out by myself. So I thought I'd join this club. And I also joined the Maple Valley Club. I'm retired from the fire service. I live in the Enumclaw area, and there's not a whole lot out in the Enumclaw area. So, any questions?
Come to field day.
All right, did somebody have a question?
Any questions from anybody, Jason?
No.
All right. Okay, great. Thanks so much, Ron, for your introduction and for your membership application. Is there a third person by any chance, third applicant?
Manfred, hold on a sec. We've got somebody else. What's your call sign?
Mine is KK7FQW.
Okay, Stefan, yes. Excellent.
How you doing?
Great.
My name
Thank
is
you.
Stephen Olsen. I live in Kirkland. I am currently a technician license. Hopefully today I will become a general. With anticipation of extra sometime this year. I don't have any equipment yet, but that is in the works for probably just a little later this summer.
What did you do before you?
I have some training in electrical engineering. I spent most of my time as a network engineer, a systems programmer for the IBM environment. I've worked for DEC and Amdahl and a number of other large corporations around, and have thoroughly enjoyed my last 47 years in the computer industry after I caught the bug. Yes, that is one of the big things that I have to deal with, is what to buy, not necessarily buying it, just what to buy. Any other questions?
Any questions online?
Has he ever been to a real field day?
Not been to a field day as of yet. That may change.
Yes, we'd love to see you at the field day, certainly.
Any other questions?
Okay,
questions
any
online?
other questions for Stephen?
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jason. Is there anybody else, a fourth membership applicant?
I think that's all we have in the room.
Great. Thank you so much for all of your applications. So now we need to vote, and for that purpose, we need to ask our three applicants to be escorted out for a couple moments.
They're going out of the room now.
Mhm. Okay, I assume they have left the room for the moment.
They have left the building.
Okay. Does anybody have any comments or questions, or does anybody know any of the three by any chance?
If we could, let's start on Zoom and then we'll come to the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Zoom, we're voting KI7 PIU Frank.
Okay.
And remember, only vote if you are a member, please. Okay, we have 8. Oop. I'll let it go a moment longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close and poll. And we have 20 votes yay and 0 votes nay on Zoom. Somebody's supposed to be running this.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Michelle, did you get all the counts?
All right, let's move. Does anybody have any information on the second candidate?
KJ7 REB, Ron.
Mhm.
All right, hearing none, let's go ahead and put up the vote.
Okay, vote is launched.
If everybody in the room also wants to raise their hand, Michelle will take the vote.
Okay, Zoom poll ending 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have 19 votes yay, 0 votes nay.
All right, thank you. Let's vote for candidate number, any comments I should say for candidate number 3.
KK7 FUW, Stephen.
All right, nothing heard. Let's go ahead and put up the vote.
Okay, Zoom poll is on.
In the room? The
Third person. KK7 FUW, Stephen. And Zoom poll closing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have 18 yays and no nays. What? Oh, okay. Yeah.
We have
I don't
22 in
need
the
to know.
room. All right, and for the fourth and last candidate, any comments for that one?
No, there's only 3.
Well, there you go then. Only 3.
Okay, I guess we can ask them to come back.
Okay.
While they're coming back, could you remind members how to rename themselves? I think they have to click on the participants number at the bottom, and then their name will show up on the far right column, and then they can put an asterisk at the beginning of their name, because there's a number of members that I recognize on here who have not provided the asterisk, and therefore we cannot identify them in a quick count for quorum purposes or for voting purposes. Dean, we're talking about you.
We're welcoming the members locally.
Okay,
Okay, Manfred, go ahead.
great. Thanks so much, Jason, and thank you, Michael, for the reminder. Yeah, so congratulations, everyone, Frank, Ron, and Stephen. Thank you so much for applying. You are now officially members of the club, except that you still need to also pay your membership dues for the first year. So please contact our treasurer to make that official, and or send a check or pay online. So that is also possible. Okay. Thank you so much again, and congratulations on your new membership.
Thanks, Manfred.
So that was the duty of the vice president so far. Would somebody local maybe like to continue with conducting the meeting? Or should I continue? Either way.
Why don't you go ahead and continue? I think we're doing the board updates. Scott is here. This is Jason. I'm here.
Okay. All right. Any updates from the board? Let's see. I don't have any updates myself, but I'd like to give it to the other board members. Let's see. The president is near. Vice President Jackson, would you like to give us a report as activities manager?
Yeah, sorry, I was signed up to run the meeting today and I wound up with COVID, so I'm sparing you all the exposure, even though I'm negative now. From the activities perspective, we are still looking for someone to present at the June meeting. I've got July covered, but I could really use somebody to step up to do a presentation for June. If nobody does step up, I'll put another one together, but I would really love it if the members could get something together and just notify me through the activities manager alias off the website if you have something you'd like to do. We do have July covered. It's just June that we're looking for. And we had 3 remote prize winners from the last meeting for the door prizes. I sent out emails trying to verify addresses for that, and I only got 1 response, so I haven't sent anything out yet. So if you were one of the 3 people that won awards, please check your email and let me know that that's actually the correct address that you want me to send your prizes to. So that's all I have.
Great. Thanks so much, Jackson. Excellent. Okay, let's see. Is our radio officer online by any chance, Hal? Okay.
I don't think.
All right,
Yeah, I don't think Hal is here, Manfred. So go on to the next one.
Right. Okay. So the other officers are not available at the moment. How about trustees? Jeff, would you like to give a status update from your perspective?
I don't have much new information, but Robert is here and may have some information about public service.
Okay.
Actually, I need one of the booklets. All right, so for those of you here at the meeting, am I on? Yeah. Okay, for those of you here at the meeting, we do have copies of the booklet available up front. Upcoming events, we're actually getting quite busy. I won't even bother to read all of these off. There's a whole slew of them. Oh, right. Okay, good. Quite a few coming up in the month of June, especially the Flying Wheels Century Ride and Lake Wilderness Triathlon. I think there was an appeal for more hams to help with that just the other day, and a number of others. So those are on the list. And of course, then Field Day coming up, and we're into our busy season. There will be more events in July. I encourage everyone to get out there and help out with at least one public service event during the year. It's a good experience for you, and it's how we're able to keep this service to the public going. Especially with COVID, a lot of these events are struggling to get hams coming back from COVID, from the layoff of being, not being held for a year or two, and schedule changes and uncertainties. So if you can help out, please do. Thanks.
Thank you much, Robert. Okay, excellent. All right, okay, so then let's go to Jason for technical and special interest.
Gotcha. So I'm not going to step up to the podium, so you won't be able to see me. Well, maybe you can here. Nothing technical and special interest. I need to still send out the email to the folks so we can have the meeting. I believe it's actually for next week, but I'd like to see if the same time and date actually work. So please bear with me. I'm trying a little behind schedule. So that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. Looking forward to participating in your meeting then. Okay, great. And then let's see, education and training, any updates?
Who's got that one?
Robert, the other Robert?
No one's here. Move on.
Okay, sorry. Okay, all right, very good. And then facilities, Jay, are you online by any chance? I guess not. I think he's also out of town. All right.
Hang on, Manfred.
Okay.
We've got Daniel to talk about education.
Okay.
It's probably easier to do it up here on the thing. We had a class that ended, two classes that ended last Saturday, the general and the technician. We had 17 on the technician, plus one who passed tech general, and 6 on the general that passed. I got 3 more. They get their paperwork finished, so we end up with about 21 new amateurs out of the last week's class in the situation. We don't have any classes scheduled for the summer. We're thinking about the fall one here. With COVID, I was missing half my teachers and half of the VEs. The interesting thing with the VE situation, as Scott will tell you, is the FCC from the 19th to about May 9th, 19th of April to May 9th, we're having a problem processing the applications and collecting the fee. They started charging $35 to issue a new license, a renewal license, and a vanity call on April 19th. They spent the weekend there on the 7th and 8th getting their programming correct, and then they started processing a whole bunch of applications on May 9th. It seems to be working very well at this point. When the VECs sent in a session package, the FCC issues a file number and an email to the candidate. The candidate then has 10 days to pay for it. And then after they pay, the next day they'll get the license. So if they respond the first day, they can get the license in a couple of days situation. That seems to be working very well. I just talked to Scott here during the meeting. And I get with Laurel VEC, I'll also get emails on that. And they seem to be working pretty happy with the thing. But it's for new licenses, renewals, and vanity calls. To upgrade is still free. And once the FCC issues a file number for that application, then the upgrade should go through. but the others will take a couple of days situation because the candidate needs to pay the FCC before, and then the next day their license will be issued. So any questions on that situation? I do work on requests for classes as to where. So far, we've had in March 40 amateurs come out of the North Bend class, and we're having 20 out of the Issaquah class. We'll be probably going back to Ballard. I need to get hold of my contact out there. I know there's probably some pent-up energy on that, and probably get a class in the South End. I got a lot of people in the South End who also want classes. We do move the classes around, as I was talking to Jason here, because people from North Bend do not want to drive in the Ballard. I have people who want to come from Woodby Island, drive 60, and Cle Elum and Yakima will do 60, 90 miles, but a lot of people do not want to drive more than 20 extra miles in situation. So that's why the classes move around the different areas of town. We have not planned for an extra class yet, but maybe we'll get an extra class going in the fall. Any other questions? I thought. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. Excellent work. Yeah, that's great news, and thank you so much. Okay, so the remaining committee membership I can report on. We're still continuing our recruiting efforts, and seems to be working well. And again, congratulations to our new members who just joined today. Okay, I think that's it for the trustees. Let's see, is there any old business? I have one item, but I might at least ask for to the general membership if there's any old business anybody would like to bring up.
Let's start with Zoom first. Is there any old business? And we'll move to the room.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing in the room.
Anything in the room, Jason?
There was nothing in the room. And Scott is here and didn't give his treasurer report.
Okay, Scott, yes. Scott, would you like to give us your treasury report then?
He's making his way up.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Hello, everyone.
Not fast enough on my remote.
I just want to thank you all for voting me in as treasurer, and tell everybody to remember to pay your dues. My statement given to the, or my status, financial status has been updated with the board, and to remind also for those people that need to turn stuff in for the swap meet, the deadline is the end of this month, and the audit will be on the 11th of June. So, any questions? Thank you.
Thanks so much, Scott. Excellent. Okay, then I do have an old business item myself, and that is we're seeking somebody else who takes over from David W7 Delta Alpha Oscar DAO as the editor of our newsletter. Actually, that is becoming a pressing issue because David is planning to hand over his duties after the release or publication, I should say, of the June newsletter, and that is coming up. So if anybody feels they have talents or are eager to give it a try, please let the board know if there's any candidate you would like to suggest. Nominations are certainly welcome too. But if somebody would like to take on the duties as newsletter editor, we would be more than welcome to talk to you and see how we can pull this off. Again, it's becoming somewhat of a time-pressing issue, and we need to start moving on this. So please consider. It's a great job. David did a great job, and I'm sure he is willing to help handing it over to whoever wants to be his successor there. Okay, so that's it from my side as far as old business is going. I think we heard already from everybody else. There wasn't any. So then if there any new business anybody would like to bring up?
Let's do new business on Zoom first, and we'll come to the room.
Mhm.
All right, nothing heard on Zoom. Nothing in the room.
Okay, great. Thank you, Jason. Any good of the order items?
Nothing in the room.
Nothing online either? Okay, well, in that case, I guess we can come to the end of the official part of the meeting, and I'd like to see if there's a motion to adjourn.
This is Jason. I motion to adjourn.
Okay, any seconds?
Michelle seconded.
Okay, thank you. All right, so the meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for participating. I'll be back in town a week from tomorrow, Sunday, and I'm very much looking forward to the field day weekend. So with that, we're done with our official meeting, and of course, please feel free to stay online and chat.
Thanks, everyone. Fun with short-staffed and technical fun. So we'll continue to work through it.
Yes, and thank you so much, Jason and Robert, for stepping up, and the others, you know, Jackson doing from home what he can, and everybody else. I mean, it's really great team effort, and I'm so glad that we were able to pull this off, even with the most of the club's leadership league being out of town for some reason or another.
All right. Have a good one, everyone. Cheers.
You folks on Zoom will be able to keep talking to each other if
Got a
you wish
question
to.
for Dave Yarborough. Dave still there?
Standing right behind you, Robert.
Can he hear me?
I'm not sure.
Dave Yarborough, step up to the microphone. Can you hear me?
He's visiting,
Yeah, Robert, he's standing right behind you. Would you mind letting him know that Mark has a question for him?
Is he not hearing me?
Does a great job, and everybody
Apparently not.
helps herd the cats, like to say, right?
Jason. Hey.
Yeah, it's David Okren's swan song there. Yeah. I don't want to blow it out. Nice chatting with
Never mind. I'll send him an email.
Yeah, you'd be better off that way, I think.
Okay. Okay,
Good job, man. Good job, Manfred from DX World.
Thank you. Good.
I'm surprised we have such a good connection up there. Wow, that's really going some.
Yes, I know. I thought it would fall apart.
No, just wrapping it up here. Thanks.
All right.
I'm just
All right,
gonna.
we'll talk locally again when I'm back in town next
Is she on
week.
there? Oh, there she is. Yeah, she never turned on her video though.
Who's he talking to? Are you talking to me?
Oh, I was talking to Tim. He's here beside me. He was noting that Ivy made it, but she hasn't said anything or turned on her video.
No.
Hi, Ivy.
Dave Yarborough already leave?
Is Dave Yarborough still here? Dave Yarborough, field day? I don't see him.
Yeah, I think he already left.
Uh,
Never mind, I'll send him an email.
Okay, I've made everyone a co-host, so you can continue to talk. I need to make someone a host. Who'd like to be the?
No,
Mark,
goodbye.
yes, Mark.
See you.
Oh, Mark. Oh, I
No.
see you waving your hand. Yeah. Okay,
I'm
good.
fine. I'm out of here.
Take care, everybody. I have to get going too.
Yep, see you.
All right.
Oh, really? I don't think anybody's staying.